Auto Showcase project here, and I'm with Adam, and he owns this nice Lotus. Now Adam, I'm going to ask you a few questions. With your permission, do you allow me to video record you in your car with my video camera?
Yes.
Do you allow me to post the recorded video of you in your car onto youtube.com?
Yes.
Now Adam, what kind of Lotus is this?
This is a 2006 Lotus Elise. I purchased it new from Lotus of Greenwich. Owned it since then. Got about 18,000 miles on it.
Nice.
There's a number of things I've actually done to the car.
Sure.
The first of which, I don't know if you can see, but back here I added the Black Watch Racing supercharger kit. Mm-hmm. The 06s didn't come with a supercharger. And the car kind of needs it with the just the 1.8 liter 4 that it comes with. Mm-hmm. It's a little anemic until the cam profile changes. Mm-hmm. So the supercharger really gives you some low-end grunt that you want, and it takes you to about 240 at the rear wheels.
Nice.
I installed that myself. It wasn't that hard. A little bit of machinations. You have to move the alternator. Alternator usually sits here. It moves at the bottom. So that's a mod. This is also a mod. The Sector 111 sells a little brace as opposed to using just the standard thing. That keeps you from keeping the lid on your head, which is pretty well the standard technique. Interior-wise, I put in the micro mirror, which is pretty common. The stock mirror is quite large, so if you're tall, you can't see things to the right. Other than the iPod connection, that's about all I've done in here. Actually, these vinyl wrap side things.
Wow.
Stock, I got those from someone on Lotus Talk that was leather wrapping theirs.
Oh, nice.
He gave me those for $100. It was nice of him.
Nice.
Wheels are also aftermarket. There was a group buy on Lotus Talk. I went to Toyo R88s. I had the regular suspension as opposed to the Lotus Sports suspension. These are good, nice and sticky. I do get a little bit of tire rub when I'm driving a little more aggressively. That's pretty common. Other than that, I've upgraded there's a polyurethane you can add on the motor mount. So the engine shifts back and forth a little bit less. That's been pretty handy. Upgraded brake pads, that kind of stuff. So the car's been pretty good. Knock on wood, haven't really had any issues with it. Their move to the Toyota motor from their own power plant certainly helps with those kind of things. So it's been pretty light on that. I do take it out to the track now and again where it does admirably. I could use a little more spring rate up front, get things a little stiffer. In terms of future, there's a couple things I'm thinking about. The shifter on the Lotus is a noticeable weak point. The cage for the shifter is mounted to the floor. It can be mounted a little more firmly. You can apparently do that with a trip to the hardware store and about $5 worth of parts. And there's a cable linkage back to the transmission, so you can upgrade the cable and you can upgrade some of the other components there to tighten up the shifting. So maybe next summer I'll do that. That's probably around $1,200 worth of parts.
Oh, okay.
But I think that'll really make the car more enjoyable to drive.
What kind of performance does this have?
I think stock, their 0 to 60 is in the low 4s or maybe like 4.5. With the supercharger and the bigger wheels, I should be down to about 4 flat, 0 to 60. Quarter mile, you're not going to do anything because you run out of horsepower. But yeah, she's plenty fast and nice and quick. You buy them more for the handling than the flat out go.
Nice. Can you turn the engine on?
Sure.
Have you won any awards on this car?
No, I haven't.
And what's your future outlook again on this car?
Again, the linkage for the transmission is one thought. That's likely I'll do that in the next year or so. The other option is to install an intercooler for the supercharger, which can take it up to about 300 at the rear wheel.
Nice. Well, thank you, Adam, for showcasing your beautiful Lotus.